Junkyard Junkie back here with another video. Today I will be showing you how to change your oil and oil filter on a 2016 Kia Sorento. Okay, so first you want to come in the car, find the hood latch, just pull it. Okay, so this hood has gas struts, so all you gotta do is go to the middle, a little lever, just move it to the left, raise it up. On this car, we gotta remove this beauty cover to get to the oil filter. So just pull up on it and it'll pull right out. Here is your oil filter cap. This is where we're going to refill the oil when we're done. As you can see, most caps will tell you what you need, but you can also check your owner's manual. This takes 5W30. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're on level ground, because whenever you fill your oil back up after getting it back off the jack stands, it'll be at the proper level. Okay, so at this point you want to let your engine cool off all the way. That way whenever you change the oil, it'll be nice and cold. You won't burn yourself because engine oil will get really hot. Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure you have it on jack stands and it's secure. If you come from the driver or passenger side, come down, they actually have a hole in the skid plate. A hole in the skid plate just for changing oil, which is right here's your bolt. Okay, so if you come under the passenger side, keep coming down, you'll see the oil pan bolt. It did give you at least access from the skid plate to get to this. It is a 17mm. You can use a socket and a ratchet, which is preferred. I suggest using a socket just because it's easier to do. So we're going to go ahead and crack this loose. Once you break it loose, it's real easy to turn by hand, but this is where a really cool tool comes in handy. I'll show you it. You want to put a little bag. You can use cardboard, and then get your drain pan, because there's your bolt right there on the passenger side. And since they put it so close to this subframe, we're going to use tinfoil to help not get oil all over that. Okay, so we'll take some tinfoil. Stick it in up through there so it hit that and drain down. Okay, once you broke it loose, keep loosening it. This is where the little tool is going to come in handy. So get it right about there. Get this back up. So we're going to take this tool, stick it to it, and we're going to just keep undoing it. This caught the drain bolt. We're just going to keep letting this drain until it's completely out. So it will take just a little bit, and I will start back once it's done. Okay, now that it says slow drip, we're going to go ahead and put it back in. And these, don't cross thread it, make sure it goes in nice and smooth. They have crush washers on them. You should replace the crush washer. You can get them online, a whole kit of them for not too much. And then once you do that, just get your ratchet back on there, And they have torque specs if you want to torque it, but I always get it where it's right there, it's tight, don't want to move anymore. I just give it a little extra turn, and that's good. Okay guys, we want to be environmentally friendly. I got this. You don't have to purchase this. You can use an old milk carton, or after you fill your oil up, you can take the old oil jugs and fill them up with the dirty oil. Take it to your local parts store like Advance Auto and just let them dump it for you. Okay, so we're going to pour the old oil in. Okay, to finish this off, you're going to need a set like this, just a cheap little set. We need the 27mm right here to get the oil filter off. This is a cartridge style oil filter. It takes 27mm. So we're going to take the housing off first, and then you can get to the oil filter cartridge. It is plastic, so you don't want to round it by accident. So with this, you want to change this seal out, this little rubber O-ring gasket. And this is your filter right here, so we're going to pull that out. Just like that. Now we're going to get our new one. So with the new thing, you get this new O-ring, and then you got your cartridge. We're just going to stick that cartridge right back in there. There you go. Now that it's pushed in there good, I'm going to replace this O-ring. Okay, so we're going to take this, and I'll just take a little pick, just grab it, pull it on off. Now with the new ring, you want to get some oil, use up oil, rub it all the way around this ring. Then you're going to just slide it back on. And there's a little groove right there that it fits in. Right there. Okay, so just get in that groove. But from here, you're just going to put it back on here. I want to tighten it back down. Alright, once it stops, you don't want to go too far because you will break this plastic. You want to just give it just a little nudge. It ain't moving, so it's good. Okay, so you're going to remove this oil filter cap. And get yourself a funnel. Make sure you don't spill anything. We're going to be using Mobil 1 full synthetic high mileage. It's good for 7,500 miles or half a year. You know, you can always check your owner's manual, but That's what I like to stick to. If you're doing synthetic, I go 7,500 miles or half a year, or if it's regular conventional oil, I do 3,000 miles or every 3 months. Okay, so we're going to pour this in here. So the V6 calls for 6 quarts, so we're just going to finish this 5 quart off, and we're going to add about a half a quart before we go any further. Four-cylinder only calls for 5 quarts. So now that we got that in there, we got 5.5 quarts. We want to check the fluid level in about 30 seconds. We're going to let it all drip down and then check it. So we're going to pull the dipstick out. Just going to wipe it off. And then right there, you see in between these 2 dots is where you want to be. So that dot and that dot. So we're going to stick it back in after wiping it off. We are right there at the full mark. As you can see. So we're going to put that back in there. Put the cap back on. Alright, so now that we checked it and verified that the level is good, we're going to go ahead and crank the car, let it idle for about 10-15 seconds, let the oil circulate. Usually takes about 15-20 seconds to go through the whole engine, and then we're going to recheck it and add as needed. Okay, so now we're going to give it about 20 seconds, let the oil drain back down to the pan, and then we will recheck the level. Okay, so now we're going to check the dipstick again. Remember, always pull it out, wipe it first, and then we're going to stick it back in there. And we're about halfway now. See if you can see that. So we're about right there. So we'll add just a little bit more, and then we'll be done with this oil change. Okay, so we're just going to add a bit more. We're going to recheck. So with the oil, you definitely don't want it too low, but you also don't want it too high. If it's got too much oil, it'll build too much pressure, and then you're going to really mess up the internals of the engine. So you definitely want to be in between those two lines. I try to go about 3/4, maybe a little bit more up the line. So pull it out, wipe it, and we'll go down, recheck. And this time we are right there. So that is good for me. We're about 3/4 up. Okay, remember to put your beauty cover back on. It's got 4 little snaps. One here, there, and there. So just put that on there. It'll snap in just like that, and it looks good. Okay guys, there is one more thing we have to do, and that is reset the maintenance reminder. So as you turn the car on, this will pop up and you'll see it says negative 601 miles. So she should have had this done 601 miles ago. So we need to reset that. What you're going to do is come here, press this, and we're going to go to the wrench. So press it one more time. We're at the wrench. It says hold OK to reset. So right there, we're going to hold OK. There you go. It's back to 5,000 miles or 152 days. And that's it. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.